Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gurachandraya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Narayanam Gurum Vande Saranyam Bhakta Bandhavam Gauramanu Purnam Radha Dasyam Pradayakam Rupanugacharya Payam Rupamanjari Preshtakam Patita Pavana Karunyam Yugacharya Narayanam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaura Tuise Namaha Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Izmirahasar Murali Manohara Radhikara Sika Mam Kripanide Swapriya Charana Kinkarim Puru Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhani Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindai Tulasi Devi Ai Priyai Keshava Sacham Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatyai Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. So first of all I begin offering my most humble obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of Param Maradattama Shri Guru Pada Padma, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya, Ashtotara Sadhya Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, Srila Gurudeva, and to my most worshipable Shikshan Sannyasa Guru Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada, Ashtotara Sadhya Srimad Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and to all Shri Rupa Gauriya Guru Varga, to all Tridandi Sannyasis, Brahmacharis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and to all the assembled devotees here today, my most respectful obeisances. So by the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudeva and all Mahabhagavatas Acharyas, we are able to assemble here one more time. So today we will start with the verse 2 of the 29th chapter, the first chapter of Rasa Pancadhyayi. Tadod Raja Kakubha Karir Mukam Pracha Vilintinam Arunena Shantamai Sacharshaninam Udagat Chucho Mirjam Priya Priyaya Eva Dirgadarshanaha. When a husband returns home after a long absence from a foreign land, he will apply kumkum on the face of his beloved wife with very delicate hands. In the same way, when the moon, which is the consort of the stars, rose in the sky, the moon colored the face of his beloved, the eastern horizon, with the very red color of happiness. At the same time, the moon will also remove the lamentation of the living entities who were scorched by the rays of the autumn sun. So in this verse, the comparison is that the moon will make the horizon reddish. So the horizon is the beloved of the moon. So this verse is describing the meeting after a long time. This is the mood of this meeting. After a long time, there is a meeting between loved and beloved. So now we are going to read the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami, Vaishnava Toshani. So the moon approached his consort, which is the eastern horizon, for amorous pleasure. In the same way that the lover has come to his beloved sweetheart with loving desires. So when Krishna saw the full moon rising, the same mood arose in him. In other words, Krishna thought, just as I am trying to meet with the Brajadevis, the moon is also ready to make romance with the eastern horizon. So in this way, Shukadeva Goswami, he is first expressing the moods which have arose in the heart of Krishna. And then in this verse, he is describing this very auspicious Purnima day, the full moon night. And Purnima is the best of all nights. So at that time, when Krishna manifested his amorous desire, the moon, which is the husband of the stars, also was manifesting in the sky. So in this way, Krishna, he sees in the appearance of the moon some amorous desires to enjoy with the horizon. So when the moon is appearing in the horizon, the moon is very big and very reddish. So then Krishna thought, this is like one udipan, stimulus for my loving pastimes with the gopis. So in this way, Krishna, he was ensnared with a very special mood. There were before millions of full moon nights, but why particularly this night becomes special? Because actually the desire for loving pastimes is inside of Krishna. So everything we see in the reality, it is according to what we have inside of ourselves. For someone who is not having this type of mood, he will look to the moon and he may feel some different inspiration. He may see that in a completely different way. But because Krishna is full of this desire to enjoy his rasic nature, he will see that nature in everything. And he will even come to the point to say that the moon has loving affairs with the horizon. So this is like poetry. This poetry is the imposition of the mood of the poet. But this real mood is inside of Krishna. And plus, the night was decorated by blossoming jasmine flowers, very fragrant. When the moon rises, it becomes very favorable for Krishna to meet with the gopis. So in the first verse, we find the phrase Ta Ratri, meaning all those nights. You remember last class we discussed so many nights, but actually one night only. This verse is referring to the moon, who is also like Udipan for Krishna. So look, the situation which is being described is like a parakya situation. The moon is a husband of the stars, but the beloved of moon is the horizon, like parakya relation with horizon. So the moon is husband of the stars, but the horizon is the beloved of the moon. Parakya. So this situation is being seen. Why? Because Krishna is going to perform parakya rasa with gopis. But who could think about these things? Only someone who have that feeling inside of himself. So in this way, the moon has come to remove the suffering of his beloved horizon, who is waiting for that moon since long time. And also, the moon gives the relief of the heating of the sun in the autumn season. Just like Krishna has the power to make everyone happy, the Braja Gopis also have the same power to make everyone happy. The happiness and also the unhappiness that Gopis and Krishna, they will experiment, it will reflect in the whole world as well. All living entities, they will also, by extension, experience what Krishna and the Gopis, they feel together. In happiness and unhappiness. Just like the day Krishna has born, all living entities became very joyful, naturally. In the same way, the night of Rasa Lila also gave happiness to all living entities. Why? Because the Krishna and Gopis, they were very happy in that night. In this way, this verse has this comparison between the moon and the horizon and the beloved which is coming home after a long time. After long separation, Krishna also coming together and he's able to meet finally with the gopis. And just like that beloved who comes home is putting the red kumkum on the face of his wife, then Krishna is also putting on the face of the gopis. So therefore it is saying Dirgha Darshinaha, meeting after a long time. Dirgha Darshanaha means having darshan after a long time. It indicates that they have very extreme eagerness to meet each other. So if Krishna is having that desire, automatically the whole environment of Vrindavan will prepare itself to fulfill that Krishna's desire. And so all the favorable environment and arrangement must be prepared. So this is the end of Srila Jiva Goswami's purport. So now we're going to read the commentary of Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur, Sarartha Darshini. So the husband of the stars is the moon, and it has appeared to show how Krishna has desire for romance. So it is not that Krishna, he got inspiration from the moon, but the moon helped to increase his inspiration. That is the main point. Also, the moon gave him like permission. Okay, now you can go and fulfill your desire. After a long time of separation, the lover, he returns home and he spreads the red kumkum on the face of his beloved. So in the same way, the moon, after a long time in separation from the horizon, will make it also reddish. And this way, the moon is removing the agony of the human race, suffering from the heat of the sun of the daytime. So the essence of this verse is that the rising moon gave instruction to Krishna. The moon said, "Hey Krishna, you have come in my dynasty." Krishna is from Chandravansh, from Chandra dynasty. So you have come in my dynasty. I am the founder of this dynasty, and I am prominent among all the Brahmanas. And I am very ancient, and I am the husband of many beautiful damsels. Who are the damsels of the moon? Are the stars. In this way, although the moon had many wives, with his own hands he touched the eastern direction. The eastern direction means the wife of Indra, and put this red kumkum on her face. So, and because he was very much attracted to the wife of Indra, she also became attracted for the moon. Therefore, the moon was saying to Krishna, "You have appeared in my dynasty, and your fresh youth has made everything completely intoxicated with joy. And you are completely beautiful and faultless. So what is the problem if you want to enjoy with beautiful gopis? So therefore you should go and enjoy all these amorous pastimes. You will not be touched even by a scent of immorality." So in this way, the moon is giving permission to Krishna, say, "Go, no problem. No one will disturb you regarding your pastimes with gopis." I am also doing like same. So this Parakya Rasa is going on. So in this way, it is the end of the purport of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So now we go to the verse number 3. Drishtva kumudhantam akhanda mandalam ramananna bhagnava kumkumarunam vanam chattat komala goviranjitam jagokalam vammadrisham manoharam. The full and round moon is very reddish, just as if it has full of kumkum. And also it is round like the face of Lakshmi Devi. And it made all the kumud, night lilies, to blossom. And with its soft rays, it has enhanced the unparalleled beauty of Vrindavan. So seeing all these effects of the full moon, Shri Krishna, he played a sweet and mysterious note on his flute called the Kama Bij. For what? To attract and charm the beautiful-eyed gopis. So what is this Kama Bij? Kama Bij means K-L-I-M. Now Krishna is playing this Kama Bij. Kama means lust, transcendental lust. So he's playing, and through the flute, he's going to call the gopis for Rasa Lila. So now the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami, Vaishnava Toshani. So after Krishna saw the full moon, a very special mood appeared in his heart. He left his home and entered the Vrindavan forest. And the whole forest was like pink color because of the rays of the moon. And he came to a place called Rasoli on the bank of Jamuna.
Soon after that, Sri Vajranava established one village at that very place, which still exists till today with the same name, Rasoli. Vajranava is a grandson of Krishna who have established many deities and pastime places in Vrindavan after Krishna's disappearance. So in that moment when Krishna reached Rasoli at the bank of Jamuna, he played the most beautiful melody on his flute to attract the gopis. So after many, many nights waiting for the proper moment to perform this ras, Krishna finally called the gopis with his flute. From the previous verse, from the first verse, we read that Krishna, he could have played rasa from very beginning, but the gopis were not ready, so he had to wait till they become ready for that. In this way, the verse says, Ramananabham. It means that Rama, who is engaged in loving pastimes with Bhagavan. Rama means name of Lakshmi. Rama. But here it means gopis. Otherwise, that Rama who inspires Krishna to enjoy with amorous pastimes. And of all his beloved gopis, Srimati Radhika is his favorite. So here the word Rama means Srimati Radhika, not Lakshmi. In this way, Krishna did not have the same desire to meet with other consorts as he manifested to meet with Radha and gopis. So by seeing the moon, Krishna remembered what? The face of Rama, Sri Radhika. You remember in the previous verse, the meaning of that round moon which resembles like the face of Lakshmi. So in this way, now he wants to show himself to Radhika and make clear to her, I am here and I want to meet with you. Then he played a very melodious sound on his flute. And what is the speciality of that flute sound? Is that only the Braja Gopis who were having so much love, they could hear, nobody else. So in this way, by seeing the beautiful round form of the moon, Krishna remembers the Srimati Radhika's face. In this way, one of the names of the moon is Kumudvan. Kumudvan means that moon which makes the lilies, the kumud flower, to blossom. According to the Sahitya Darpana, the lotuses of the daytime, they call Padmini. They only blossom with the rays of the sun. So they sleep at night and they rise with the sunlight. In this way, this word Kumudvan refers to the face of Radha. Ku means the earth and the Mud means joy. So it is a natural quality of the round face to increase the joy of the earth. Means when the earth sees the moon, then becomes joyful. So when that full moon disk, complete disk, is Akhanda Mandalam, complete full moon disk, it is like representing beauty of Srimati Radhika's face, including her nose, her ears, her eyes, and everything. Srimati Radhika's face is very round and therefore it is very beautiful. Therefore, that beauty of Srimati Radhika's face manifests all kinds of, all the different mellows of conjugal love. And the different kinds of ecstatic transformations, Bhav and Bhav, that appear on her face are like the black spots of the moon. But it will not decrease her beauty even 1 inch. So the moon is always beautiful, no matter how many black spots the moon is having. Then now we analyze the verse, Nava Kumkumarunam. So this reddish color is being compared to the kumkum. And that comparison is that because of Radharani's anuraga for Krishna, her face becomes reddish, just like the rising moon reddish. This is actually what Krishna is seeing in that rising moon. The face of Radha full of anuraga, deep loving attachment for Krishna. And then next line you say that the forest of Vrindavan is also illuminated by this very reddish rays of the moon. Next is Kalam. Kalam means the sweet, low sound coming from Krishna's flute. So in the verse 40 of this chapter, the gopis, they say, "O Krishna, what a beautiful lady in all the 3 worlds would not deviate from the moral etiquette after hearing this most sweet song of your flute." So the melody of Krishna's flute, it is purposefully sweet in order to steal everyone's hearts. And it is also very magical because by one play, Krishna can speak the name of every gopi in separated for each one of them. In this way, every gopi thought, Krishna is calling me and I have to go. Next line, Vamadrisham Manoharam. Shri Krishna played his flute in a way that he would attract only the gopis. So it is like that. There are certain frequencies of sound which only some creatures they can hear, right? Some people use this sound to affect the dogs. Some people use to affect different type of insects to keep them away. But we cannot hear that sound. So Krishna, he played his flute in such frequency that only those gopis he wanted to call were able to hear that sound. In this way, only they came to Krishna, nobody else. And then Krishna, he played a very special melody to stimulate the amorous sentiments. This will be explained in next verse. After hearing that very beautiful flute sound, the Braja Gopis, they became completely overwhelmed with prema. And they were automatically pulled towards Krishna. The melody that Krishna played was surely in a middle scale melody, means Madhyam Raga. That is specifically to arise the romantic desires of the Braja Gopis. So the Sangita Shastra, means the scriptures about classic music, explains that the Mayur Raga, means the peacock melody, is that middle melody, the middle scale melody. And it should be played only in the evening. In this way, Krishna is playing that same middle scale songs with that purpose. So earlier in Srimad Bhagavatam, the 10th canto, 21st chapter, we read that the sound of flute enchants all living entities. So, but this is a general sound of the flute. But now in this situation, the specific melodies are only meant for the gopis. In this way, the flute plays a very special role in this pastime. So a little bit more to finish this PowerPoint. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, there is a description of the three kinds of flutes of Krishna. Vanshi or Venu, Mahananda and Sammohini, and Akarshini, these three types. So the Vanshi is described as made out of bamboo and has 8 holes and a half. So it's made out of bamboo and has 8 holes. So, and then there is a round hole for the mouth, which is 1.5 fingers away from the first hole. Anyway, there are so many details about the measurement. I'm going to skip that. But anyway, this is like that. Now, there is the Mahananda or Sammohini, which is made out of jewels. And also there is different space between the holes. Then comes Akarshini, which is made of gold. And there is 12 fingers distant from each hole. Then there is also the 14 fingers flute, which is known as Anandini or Vangshuli. It is also made out of bamboo and is very dear to Krishna's friends. So each flute has some specific sound. So in this way, Krishna is calling specifically some gopis and attracting their minds and senses. Therefore, he played only this Kama Bij. Only those who have come for Krishna, they will be able to hear that. The meaning of this Kama Bij, Ka and La are coming from Kalam. E is coming from the Drisham. From this particular sound, Dri, comes the E. And then the sound will produce the what? Capacity to attract the mind of everyone. It means Manohara. And who is the presiding deity of the mind? This is Chandra, this is the moon. This way the moon is being indicated here in this Kama Bij. Therefore, it will appear as the Chandra Bindu in the sound, which will make the ending sound, which makes the ending sound like M. So it means that this particular Kama Bij will attract the mind and the moon at the same time. In this way, Krishna is particularly choosing this sound. In this way, it is said, Kala tumaya lavaka tumurti kala kvanara venuninad ramyaha This Kala means Maya, or actually Srimati Radhika. So the sound is attracting Srimati Radhika. Other meanings are there for this Kama Bij. Ka means to cut, and La means then this from this Kala, then this La is replaced by E, so it became Kli. It's very technical, difficult for me even to make it easy, for you to translate. But anyway, there are many things here. I just try to make it as simple as possible. So much grammatical things are here. So in understanding simple way, it means that Krishna, he took the form of the sound and he entered in the flute and he sent himself to the ears of every gopi. When that sound comes and enters in the ears of gopis and go to their hearts, Krishna is manifesting there in their heart. So when they see Krishna, they become completely embarrassed. They think that others are also looking, that Krishna is there with them. Therefore, with the fear that someone will see, they just ran away immediately. No matter what they were doing, they would just leave and go to the Rasa Stali, the arena of Rasa. So this is the end of the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami Pad. And the next time we are going to read the commentary of Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur. Hare Krishna Vanchakapataru Vyasa Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Aditanam Bhav Yo Vaishnavibhyo Namo